What's going on, boys and girls? It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video, and I decided to make one tonight. You know, sometimes you don't know what you're going to eat for supper when you get home, and so, you've got a bunch of stuff in the refrigerator, but you don't really want to cook anything new, so you just create some things. And I wasn't going to make a video, but I decided to make one just because I'd never done one like this before, even though y'all seen me put some foolish stuff together before that I always, not foolish. Some people told me I should stop using words like that, but seen me put stuff together that other folks wouldn't put together. But this is just something that we're going to do here tonight. It's a wok meal with food that I've already had fixed into my refrigerator. There's no special cooking. All we're doing is cooking it in a wok. So watch the wok cooking. All right, like I said, some of this stuff I've already gotten together. I've already chopped up my onions, do a rough chop on my garlic, rough chop on my bell peppers. That is two extra large eggs, and it's got some egg beaters in there. So it's probably, if you were going to do it with just regular eggs and no egg beaters, it'd probably be about four eggs. We got 1 cup of rice back there. We've got some olives, some green olives with the pimentos in there. And this is just some chicken legs that I made. Literally, I've scraped the meat off the bone right here. We're going to be using some avocado oil, some Tony Satchery seasoning salt. Of course, we're making some wok cooking, so we got to use some soy sauce there. No, we're not going to be using any of the darn dish detergent. So go ahead and preheat your wok. We've got about 2 tablespoons of oil in there. You know, wok cooking is best done on high, medium to, well, some people do it on really high heat. I don't like doing it on really, really high heat. So I do mine on medium high. So let's cook it up. All right. Once you start getting a little smoke on your wok like that, you can go ahead and add your onions in there. You're going to cook those for a little while. You're just going to stir them around, guys. Again, this is going to cook really, really fast. This is not a slow meal. Just break some of those onions up. And cook those so they get a nice little glaze on them, where they're kind of translucent. Again, you want them to have a little bit of crunch to them too, so you don't want them to be all mushy. So you want to just go ahead and cook that way for a little while. We'll come back in just a second. All right, after about a minute or so, go ahead and add your bell peppers and your garlic in there. You can do both of those at the same time. And again, we're going to go about a minute or so. Again, this is all based on fast cooking, y'all. Mix them all up. Get those flavors in there real good. Go for about a minute. I'm not going to show you the whole minute here. I guess I could, but I don't want a real long video here. So we'll come right back. All right, about halfway in between cooking the bell peppers, put your olives in there. And again, remember the onions are still cooking while you're doing all this. So everything is still cooking while you're adding everything to it. And even at this point here, y'all, our chicken is already done, so we can even add the chicken in there. Chicken in there. Again, this is nothing real hard to do. Most of the work is already done. Really, the only thing you're having to cook is the vegetables. And we're not wanting to cook them all the way through. We don't want them to be mushy is what I mean. All right. Now, just let that cook for a little while. Go ahead and add you some soy sauce to it here at this point. Now, soy sauce, you don't necessarily have to do soy sauce. If you can't do the soy thing, you can just do some aminos. Okay, put all that in there. You can also put you some Tony Satcheries in there now as well too. Be a little light on the Tony Satcheries. Remember, soy sauce has got a lot of sodium in it. Cook that around. And see, this is going to be a big stir fry here. You can't have stir fry without the rice. So now we'll go ahead and add our rice in there. Again, it's only a cup of rice. Put our rice in there. get all those flavors together, y'all. Again, everything is already cooked, so you're literally warming all this stuff up, getting all those flavors together. After you go for a little while with that, we're gonna, while this cooking, we're gonna give our little eggs a little bit of a mix here. And you don't have to get those thoroughly scrambled here. You just want to break them up a little bit. And then we're gonna make us a little space in the center here. Make a little space right there in the center. Put our eggs in there. We're going to let those cook in that center just for a little while, about a minute or so, for them to kind of harden up, denature the protein. Alrighty, once you see those eggs bubbling a little bit, kind of move them around a little bit. You don't want them to burn. So we want some egg chunks. I like to see a little bit of egg chunks in mine. So we want to kind of cook those. You'll get some of the vegetables in there too, guys, so don't worry about that. Alright, you'll see it start to cook, because again, remember, you're cooking it fast. Now you can start mixing it in there. Now at this point, you can turn off the heat. So everything is done. We got a good wok. It shouldn't stick very much. And I use this a lot, so you'll see that it's not really sticking that much. And we'll give it a little bit of a flip. There we go, guys. We got you some stir fry there, mixed in with some eggs. Plate this up. We're gonna have us some dinner. Alrighty, sprinkle a little bit of Italian seasoning on it, and there is your chicken stir fry there. A really fast evening meal. Hope you guys will try it. You don't have to necessarily use the ingredients I use. You can leave the egg out. You can leave the olives out. You can leave a lot of the stuff out if you want to, guys. But came out good. It's going to taste good too. Peace.